Hello, hello, hello. It's a brand new day, and this is our morning connection. How you doing today? I am Skip LaCour. I'm so glad you're here for our daily ritual, daily connection, our habit. All right, you and me getting together just a little bit every single day, just comparing notes, going through this journey of life. The beat goes on. One more day, you and me. How are you doing today? Did you wake up with your game face on? Did you wake up with a plan this morning? All right, we want to do that. We want to go to bed, and whether we had a good day, bad day, or something in between, right? The beat goes on. We got to keep on keeping on, right? Did you imagine something? This one thing that I'm going to do, whether it takes you 5 minutes or 5 hours, I am going to do something that's going to put me ahead, not just, pay the bills, just get by, check off the boxes, my basic responsibilities. Steal, beg, borrow some of that willpower, focus, energy, and precious time to do one thing that'll put you ahead, get you excited maybe when you go to bed, and so it marinates overnight, and so you can wake up with energy, with excitement, and come join me for the morning connection. We can talk about it. All right, when you come on to these live broadcasts, and I know many of the driven, ambitious men watch this on a replay version. I got to tell you, I'm thankful, and I do say this often. Thank you so much for the comments when you're watching maybe the replay version on my YouTube channel, and or you're watching it live on Facebook, direct messages, emails. I'll tell you, this is something that I've been doing. I find out one thing I talk about. When you do something, you gotta find a lot of ways to win. So many ways to win and no ways to lose. Well, this getting me up, getting me in the right mindset. I gotta step up. If I'm gonna be a leader, I'm gonna do this. I gotta create value for you. If I'm gonna do it, right? Gets me start off my day, right? Gets me thinking, right? Even if there was nobody on the other side, right? It forces me to do what I want this to be for you, just a mental and emotional check-in, because sometimes we have the talent, we have the desire, right? We know what to do, right? We certainly know the journey that we have to go on to find out what to do. Sometimes it's not the information. Sometimes it's just, getting that clarity, all right? Just to try one more time. Like I said, keep on keeping on. The beat goes on. That's what I'm here to do. It forces me to do that, whether you are watching or not. But I want to tell you, those emails telling me you look forward to this part of your day, that you don't want to miss it. Sometimes, it's early in the morning. I'm thinking, what am I going to say? Am I going to do this one more time? Right? What's the matter if I miss a day? I think about that email or that direct message or that comment that you just sent me the night before. And I'm thinking, yeah, okay, at least 1, 2, 3 people, 5 men get it. And I see it growing. So I just want to tell you that really inspires me to do it more than for myself, to do it for you, because I know it's not about whatever distinction or something that I say that's brilliant that comes in your life. I hope that's the case, but even if it's not, it's just probably relate to each other in a lot of ways, and it just makes you think whether or not you comment, whether you send an email or not. And that's what the plan was. That was the plan when I started off. It's just there's 2 guys using this internet for a powerful, powerful purpose. Today's morning connection, I want to do a little thought experiment. I want to get you to think about some things. This was a challenging week for the LaCour family. Mentioned it once, twice, or 82 times to you, and a lot of guys appreciate, wow, share that with us. But I really think when I watched the video, I think I was holding back. Then I was talking about my dog he'll be 11 just in 31 more days. He would have been 11 in 31 days. My dog Alpha, and it just means so much to me. My journey, my transformation, my ability to accept love into my life. He was a big part of that, of what, I think the empathy and warmth in my heart that I think that you're feeling indirectly because of Alpha and the lessons I've learned from him, and how he had to open up a part of me that, I tucked away if I ever felt, right? And, certainly the love and connection with my wife and then my 2 children, I really never thought I would feel this. I mean, I knew it was in the books and things like that, and you heard about it intellectually. It was the gateway. It opened me up, and I really think, at this stage, if you guys knew me before, I wasn't this guy. I was, great bodybuilder, loved helping people, facts. But, sometimes, it's the personal touch. Man, that part of me was just, if it was ever there, developed, it was definitely under a big shield, literally and figuratively. I really believe, my dog Alpha helped me open that up. That's a story that I tell myself. That's kind of what I want to talk about during our time together. But it was a challenging week emotionally. But there's so many positive things that came out. I might tell you a couple of them, and that's what I want to talk about: pain. I want to talk about pain. I want to do a little bit of a thought experiment with you. But before I do, I want to check in to see who you're here. I want to acknowledge you for being here. Those of you who just want to enhance the experience and join me live. And by the way, if you're on YouTube or you're on LinkedIn or however you came up upon this video, I do this live at about 3 a.m. every single day, or that's the plan at least, on my Facebook page, and that's at Skip LaCour page. So I want to acknowledge those of you who are here. We got our regulars. Look forward to you guys every morning, and I appreciate you looking forward to me too. All right. All right. So, Jack. Good morning, Jack. Good to have you here. Brian, good morning to you, sir. So glad you're here. Pete, Arnold Classic Weekend. Yeah, good to have you here, Pete. Yeah, you're from Ohio, I think, Pete, so you'll be there for the Arnold. All right. Good morning to you. All right. Got to see Musashi. I know he's going to be here. He's always here, every time I go live. Surah, good to have you here. There's Musashi and Batmuth, Benny. All right, guys. All right. So here's a little thought experiment. You hear this a lot in athletics, Olympic champions, right? Olympic champions, so dedicated, getting that gold medal to be known all over the world. What an accomplishment, getting a gold medal. And there was a question asked, is if to win that gold medal, would you give up, like they said, like 10 years of your life? If you did what it took to win that gold medal, right, and everything that you think would bring to you, would you give up 10 years of your life? And the most dedicated, the most committed, athletes. I mean, there was some gigantic response that they said overwhelmingly, yes, they would. They would give up 10 years of their life if they could win that gold medal, all right? The goal is just the feelings and emotions, right? That whatever you think that'll get you, right? Just we're doing that every single time, whatever our gold medal may be. And then we know that there's a price to pay. All right. Now, that's an interesting question. And the reason why is, 10 years of life that you have never lived. I mean, you probably wouldn't know until, okay, it's time to go 10 years early, right? I mean, that's not like a real thing. I can see where a lot of people would say, yes, I would. All right. Here's a question I would ask you is, and this is a question I actually, say to myself, right? We do our best work for pain. This is what I talk about with my one-on-one coaching clients. And again, a lot of the stuff that I talk to you about every single morning is an indirect or a direct conversation, insight, perspective that I offer my one-on-one coaching clients through my weekly coaching. As they go through the journey life, they have challenges, right? Making sense out of all it, perspective. See, sometimes we get locked into one, two, if we're lucky, 3 ways of looking at a challenge or even opportunity, right? There may be like 12 that are available to us, but we get blocked into 2 or 3. What if you can look at every situation? You can look at every little great situation and say, wow, this is awesome. But you can stack it with even more. Oh, Mike, I didn't think about that. Now I'm even more excited. So you thought of 3 different ways how this is such an awesome situation, all the possibilities, if you just leaned in. there's actually 12. What if you had that objectivity and perspective to see it that way? Right? I have a one-on-one coaching client, and I've known this gentleman for quite a while, through the bodybuilding. He's been a student from that phase and where he's at the phase right now. And I'll tell you, he wants to do more of this, of what he does. And I'll tell you, I've gone through, the emotion, I'll tell you, to make it in the digital marketing world, right? It takes a lot more than just talent, right? There's certain business things about that. If you don't understand what's going on, you can be the greatest, best kept secret in the world. And so, I've been working hard to crack the code, and I'm at a new level of popularity where a lot of new men, older men, busy, productive lives, fitness and life are coming to meet me. And that took a lot of work. And I share these experiences with men who want more. They want to contribute. They want to do their passion this way. And so I spend a lot of money and a lot of time, a lot of heartache, a lot of pain to learn this. And this gentleman, he's 50 years old, and he's worked through a lot of situations that have helped him with a lot of things. And I tell you, I mean, I've probably told them, a couple times a week, knowing what I went through to get here, is I say, man, what you have developed, this will change your life. Opportunity, not just financial, but who he becomes, the difference that he makes, his uniqueness at this stage of life. I mean, he has a gold mine in front of him. I don't think he even realizes that because, he only sees it for 1, 2, or 3 perspectives, the possibilities. He's got 15. And I go, dude, you have hit something. I know it. I've been through this, right? Lean in. There are so many, and he gets more and more excited. And so a lot of times that's objectivity and perspective that I provide. That, oh, you're doing awesome, you're doing great. Sometimes we don't fully step into that. So there's 15 opportunities that we don't see. And on the other side, and that's what I want to talk about today, is when you're challenged. All right, how do you come up with a solution? How do you work through it? You may, oh man, I can only do these 1, 2, or 3 options. There may be 15 options available there. And so that's what I do. I consider that my superpower, is I can spin the situation and see more opportunities that are available as we go through this one-on-one. So that's what I do for men as they go along with journey with all areas of their life, fitness and more, and give that our accountability week by week by week, so they keep on keeping on. They don't let a couple weeks go by where they're not putting their full attention to their biggest challenge. They don't soften the pain, which I want to talk about. And then that accountability, but also that objectivity and perspective. All right. So that's what I come to you. It's usually some things I talk to so many men every single day. All right. And by the way, before I get into it, this weekend, go ahead and that's my calendar, talkwithskip.com. That URL will bounce you over to my calendar. If you want to spend 10 or 15 minutes with me this week, and starting now, you can schedule that all weekend long. I'm committed to talking to you. If you love this message, maybe it's fitness, whatever it is, you're older, busy, productive life, you love this stuff. Now is the time to take action. Let's just talk for 10 or 15 minutes. It'll be great to connect with you anyway, right? And I will do what I can. Tell me your challenges. Tell me your opportunities. Let's see if I can open it up. Let me use my superpower on you so you can get more out of it to work through your challenges or to really bolster your opportunity, all right? So go there, go to talkwithskip.com. This is absolutely free, And I look forward to talking to you, especially if we've been doing this together for a while, all right? So here again, here's a thought experiment. This is how it ties in with the Olympic athletes who would give up 10 years of their life, if they would win the gold medal. So we know that through our pain, and that's kind of what's, going through family pain with the loss of our family pet, all four of us, right? Pain, if you really think back, it was pain that got you to step up, try new things, stop worrying about what other people think, to stay up 1 hour later, get up 1 hour earlier, all right? That pain, that of a deadline, whatever it is, not letting yourself down, not letting other people down, embarrassment. It was avoiding pain or getting out of pain is what made you step into your power, try new things, not care if you failed, whatever, and then you found a way. If you really think about it through your life, it's pain that really makes us who we are. right? We don't like to necessarily think about that. You don't want to be a glutton for punishment or pain, but it really has. So when you are feeling that pain, what story can you spin in your, because you're feeling it in your nervous system. If you think about certain things, maybe when your pet died, if that happened to you, or 9/11, whatever events that really shook you up your nervous system, you know exactly that time. It's time stamped in your nervous system forever. And that's what pain does a lot of time, especially the more severe pain. That also could be a time where you create resolve in your nervous system. How can you spin this situation? Never again. Or what meaning can you take out of it that can move you forward? There's a lot of meaning I took out of this situation with my dog. Went through a new phase of my career and focus these last 5 years or so. Really focus on working, and my wife and kids, I spent a lot of time with them. What if I could have spent more time with them? Right? Did I pet them enough or whatever? Right? Is there a way to manage my time, my energy, so I can have this and this, not make it an or situation? I don't regret what I've done, but there's always more that you can learn from it. The connection with my wife, the connection with my children. I don't want this to be 5 years that I could have done this. I could have connected more with my wife or my children. This situation has brought my wife and I incredibly closer. It's made me really think about my kids. Took a big chunk out of my day, and I just took a walk down the street with them individually to make sure they're processing. I don't want them to have to process this themselves. I talk to a lot of men, and I'll tell you, when you've had challenges in the past and you didn't have anybody to go to, maybe when you were a little kid, and you felt you had to be a self-soother, right? That maybe you had parents who really want to help you work through it or not. It's what you thought at that time. And and this happens a lot when we feel as though our parents are distracted, they're working, they're not available, and we take it on ourselves, but that we got to get through this tough emotional situation by ourselves. We start doing that at a young age. Maybe you know what it's like, maybe you had a good reason to. We become less trusting. And it's not what reality is, it's how we process as a kid. And you start going through life always wanted to tuck away and handle things yourself. So, taking these walks with them, just making them know that I'm there for them. Whatever pain, they do not have to go through this alone, right? Their little brains processing this. It created a lot of resolve through my pain that I think I know is going to help me be a stronger man, stronger father, stronger husband. There's a lot of great things that are coming out of that and more. And that's when you can use the time steps, pain in your life, because we all go through it, to use that objectivity, all that percent, create an imagination, create a story in your life, how it will serve you. My question is this, again, whatever your biggest challenge or challenges are, right? If you could get through them, you'd be to the next level in your life and beyond. My question to you would be, if you lost sleep every night, you just couldn't sleep because you're grinding. Maybe do this anyway because of the pressures in life. You can't crack the code. You can't address your challenge, right? You can't seem to solve it. What if you could only sleep 4 hours a night because you're so uncomfortable? And maybe you've had nights like this again anyway. But through that angst, that pain, that extra, 4 hours, you only got 4 hours sleep, so there's 4 hours that you're awake. And through that pain, again, when our back's against the wall, when we feel that pain, a lot of times that's when we become our stronger self. And you solved all your challenges. Maybe it's just thinking about grinding the pressure. You found a solution, tried one more thing. Would you go without sleep and extra stress? I know stress kills, you want to avoid, you want to look on the bright side. I get all that. But if for 6 months you just could not sleep, you only slept 4 hours, you dragged your workouts, everything kind of suffered in a way, but boom, out of all that pain, 6 months, all that extra thing, all that grind, all that stress, you found a solution. You changed your habits. You influenced your family or whoever it is, and you became that stronger person. Would you pay that price for 6 months of pain? Right? Would you do that? And then from that point in your life, you got it. Would you do that? Right? It's not quite like the Olympic athlete take 10 years out of your life, but a lot of times we want to soften that pain. We want to tuck it away. And it's there kind of anyway. We're probably not losing some of that sleep. Maybe it's not as intense. But when you go through that intensity, a lot of guys, they say, wow, you're so positive at this age, right? They like this for the energy that I am at 56. And they see all the things that I do. A lot of younger guys may see that. Well, it's this type of stuff that I do. And it's because I talk to so many men. I've had 36 years. And these are the mental games that I play with myself, because I'll tell you this, when I think about, my why, what I do with my family, my children, my legacy, what I must do at this age, if I don't do it, it's never going to get done, right? Life goes by quickly, right? We got to live with that sense of urgency. I'd gladly be grinding and be in a challenging mood 6 months, 4 hours of sleep, if my biggest challenge would be solved. I would gladly go through that pain. All right, just like the Olympic athlete would give up 10 years of life. I'd gladly do that. See, when I position that I'm willing to walk through that wall of fire for my goals, for my family, for my vision, a lot of times there's a saying that says, when you're prepared to pay the price, a lot of times you don't have to pay it. That's how badly I want to get to the next level and make all this stuff happen while I can. All right, I want you to just think about that. Send me an email if this, you guys want to know what I do, this mental manipulation to keep on going, what I've accomplished in the past, but more important, what I've accomplished in the future. This mindset thing. That's the type of thing. Because you're going to go through pain anyway. What are you going to, it's going to be time stamped in your nervous system. What meaning can you come out of it? My wife and I, here in a couple hours, we talk. Every morning while the kids are asleep 5 hours. And all we do is we look at our future. Where are we at? Where are we going? All right, what can we make out of our pain? What story can we recreate with our imagination? Because the future is just up to us. I say that all the time, your imagination, and we recreate a story how we want it to be. Yeah. We stimulate, right? We don't want to be blocked into whatever the challenges are, whether it's a good situation in front of us, like I get to come to you, right? I don't want to have only 2 or 3 ways to make it even better. And certainly when I'm challenged, my wife and I are challenged, we don't want to be blocked in, oh my God, here's the situation, there's only 2 or 3 solutions. When there's 15 out there, there's 15 ways right in front of us to make a situation even better. There's 15 ways to make a challenging situation to get through it and make it even better. But sometimes you need that to take that pain on it and not soften it. Pain is a tool. Pain is power if you choose to use it that way. All right. So that's going to do it for today's morning connection. Give you some things to think about as I'm going through the journey. Hopefully that's helpful. All right. Let's take on the day with that sense of urgency. We got more time behind us than we do in front of us. Got to make this happen now. Even if we have 6 months of no sleep, the uncomfortable grind, but at that, right in that 6 month and 1 day, boom, we've made it. We're the next level. Like, would you pay that price? I'm willing to pay that price. Think about that every time you just connect. Right, what it's going to do every single time. It's our mental and emotional exercise that we must need as men talking to each other, right, to get to that next level. I know you're a leader. Who do you have to talk to? You're the leader in your group, right? You got me to talk to, me to connect with, even if we're not even connected. But again, if you want to do more than just virtually do it, give me a call, right? Go to talkwithskip.com. Schedule your 10 or 15 minutes, absolutely free. Tell me what you're loving. Get a lot of insight. All right, how to make my shows, my presentation connection you even better by talking to you. That's what I get out of this. So take on that day with a sense of urgency. Expect the best from yourself. Expect the best from your efforts. Expect the best from other people. They will get you. They will get you. If you're resourceful, you're gritty, and you find a way to give them that value. Expect the best from yourself. Expect the best from your efforts. Expect the best from other people. And have a great day.